All right, let's talk about pairing sake with food. It can seem kind of complicated, right? Well, today we're going to totally demystify it. We're going to break it all down into a super simple framework that's going to give you the confidence to make any meal amazing. So let's jump right in. You know that feeling. We've all been there. You're in a shop or a restaurant, just staring at this wall of gorgeous sake bottles, and you're thinking, okay, which one of these is actually going to work with my dinner? That little bit of pairing anxiety is totally real, but don't worry, we're about to fix that for good. Believe it or not, the entire vast world of sake pairing, it really just boils down to two core concepts. That's it, just two. And once you really get these, you'll be able to make great choices every single time. No more guessing. And here they are. These are the two magic words you need to remember: synchronize and supplement. These two approaches, they're the foundation for pretty much every great sake pairing you'll ever have. So this is basically our whole strategy on one slide. With synchronize, you're looking for what's similar. You're creating harmony by matching like with like. Think rich with rich. On the other hand, with supplement, you're looking for what the food is missing, and you use the sake to fill in that gap. Both paths are going to lead you to a totally delicious, complete experience. So let's see how this actually works. We're going to start with our first approach, synchronize. This is all about finding that perfect, harmonious match between what you're drinking and what you're eating. You know, when you synchronize, you're basically looking for shared traits. If your food is really rich and complex, you find a sake that's also rich and complex. And here's where the magic happens. When they meet, each one makes the other one taste even better. It's this beautiful synergy. Okay, let's use salmon teriyaki as an example. You've got a fatty fish, you've got that sweet and salty sauce. It's a pretty powerful dish, right? So to synchronize, we need a sake that can really stand up to it. We'd pick one that has its own rich sweetness and that deep, savory umami flavor. And the result? The sake doesn't just sit next to the fish, it elevates it. It makes the whole thing taste deeper and more flavorful. All right, so now for our second approach, supplement. This isn't about matching, it's about completing. You're using this sake to build a kind of bridge to a whole new flavor dimension. I just love this idea of a flavor bridge. You taste the food, you figure out, what's missing here? And then you pick a sake that gives you exactly that missing piece. It's a much more creative way to think about pairing, and it can lead to some really surprising and, honestly, amazing combinations. Okay, let's go back to our salmon teriyaki. It's still rich, still sweet, but what's it missing? Think about it. Acidity. There's nothing in there to cut through all that fat and sugar. So, using our supplement approach, we'd pick something like a junmai shu, a pure rice sake that's known for its body and higher acidity. And all of a sudden, bam! That acidity just slices right through the richness, cleanses your palate, and adds this bright, refreshing note. It's the same dish, but a completely different and equally awesome pairing. Okay, so you get the concepts, right? Synchronize and supplement. But how do you actually put them into practice? Let's get you set up with the tools you're going to need. And this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's one thing for me to say, find the richness or add acidity, but how do you systematically break down a dish or a sake to even find those things in the first place? And here it is. This is your secret weapon, the flavor analysis chart. Now don't get intimidated. It's just a simple way to organize your thoughts. Before you pair anything, just mentally run through this checklist for both the food and the sake. What's the aroma like? Is the body light or heavy? What about the texture? Maybe that peppery kick the Japanese call karakuchi. This simple analysis makes finding those similarities or those missing pieces so much easier. And once you get the hang of the basics, oh man, a whole new world just opens up. You could start pairing a dark, aged sake with a funky cheese. You could match temperatures, a hot dish with some warm sake. You could even think about things like the water hardness where it was made or if it's sparkling. The possibilities are truly endless, but they all build on those same core ideas: synchronize and supplement. So let's put it all together. We've gone over the theory, we've looked at the tools. Now here's a simple little action plan you can use like tonight. This is it, super simple steps. First, and this is kind of step 0, know your starting point. Are you picking a sake for your food or food for your sake? Then, step 1, analyze it using that chart. Step 2, explore your options. Are you going to synchronize or supplement? And finally, the most important step of all, just try it. Don't be afraid to experiment. That's where all the real learning happens anyway. And really, at the end of the day, as the author of our source material, Genya Nozawa, says, The goal isn't perfection. It's about enjoying the journey of discovery. It's about exploring and just having fun with it. So you've got everything you need now to confidently pair sake with food. The only real question left is, what are you going to try first? Are you going to synchronize a delicate piece of sashimi with a clean, aromatic ginjo? Or maybe supplement a rich stew with that full-bodied acidic junmai we talked about? The adventure is all yours. Cheers.